Good morning, early risers. I hope you're all very well and welcome to my channel, The Boating Photographer. Well, I got up really early this morning and took a 2-hour drive to a location here in Suffolk. It's a rather special location because it's the filming location for the TV series The Detectorists.
Will you search through the lonely earth for me? Climb through the briar and bramble. I'll be your treasure. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you.
If getting up at 4 AM in the morning wasn't enough, I had the wrong directions from my sat-nav, which took me all the way through the middle of Ipswich, but I finally made it to Staverton Park in the heart of the beautiful county of Suffolk. Now, I have to confess that this was my second visit to the locations of the Detectorists, because the first time I stumbled across this cross-country run, tough mudder kind of event, I don't know what Lance and Andy would have made of it, but I think they would have been quite shocked. So this was my second attempt at checking out the Detectorist locations, and I think luck was with me, and after that 2.5-hour drive I was relieved because I had such an amazing sunrise. It was beautiful. There was mist and the birds were singing and the sun was shining. I think this was Suffolk at its best. Now, if you're not familiar with the series The Detectorists, it's about two guys, Lance and Andy, and they have a friendship and they go out metal detecting. It's quite akin to a photographer's lifestyle, because a photographer's lifestyle is quite lonely, and sometimes you might go out with a friend and geek out about photography and that. So detectoring and photography, yeah, it kind of, has that common theme about hobbyists, about just ordinary people and hobbyists, like me, going out and doing photography and enjoying the countryside and enjoying nature. And I think that was part of the appeal to the series. Plus, it's so easygoing and it's such a nice, gentle comedy. That was my attempt to try and explain the Detectorist, but actually I'll leave it to the expert, Mackenzie Crook himself.
The metal detecting is a metaphor for these guys, these middle-aged guys. They're searching out in the field, searching for treasure, searching for old gold. But in fact, what they're actually searching for is happiness in their lives and in their relationships. So the series follows their lives and their private lives, and then they have this escape out to the country, this meditative hobby where they can just escape from the rude world and talk rubbish to each other and stare at the ground. And it could easily have been fishing or golf or another lonely hobby. It's quite a lonely pastime, metal detecting.
Straight away I began to recognise locations, and this field was one of the opening shots and the introduction to Lance and Andy, and their hobby and the basis of the show, metal detectoring. this is something different in this episode, because I've decided to come out to this filming location and see where it's filmed, because it just looks so beautiful on screen. So I just thought I'd come here and have a look, and I must admit, it's absolutely stunning, and it's a gorgeous day. The sun is shining, it's September, there's a slight crispness in the air. It's beautiful. I think that's the lunch tree. I found it. Lunch tree.
See University Challenge last night?
Yeah.
Anything?
No. You?
Nearly got Benjamin Britten.
You can't nearly get an answer right.
Oh, I had it in my head. Didn't say anything. Chickened out.
Were you on your own?
Yeah.
But you were still too scared to say it out loud?
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
It had to be done, a well-earned rest and a moment of quiet contemplation, sharing the lunch tree, like Lance and Andy once did. And it was really nice, and I enjoyed the moment so much that, yes, I did. I had a little sleep. So you can see my little blue car in the distance there. But this is the gate where Lance parks his TR7. Oh, do you know what? I couldn't have picked a better day. I've never tried metal detectoring myself, but I could see the temptation being out in such beautiful surroundings, especially with Lance and Andy enjoying the sunshine. This is the famous scene where Andy comes out and he sold his metal detector, and he's got a Power Rangers metal detector, and anytime he detects metal it goes, "It's morphin' time." How embarrassing. But he was still determined to find that gold.
It's morphing time!
This is the scene where Farmer Bishop's real sniffer forensic dogs, whatever they are, real dogs, chase after Simon and Garfunkel straight down this lane.
Come on, girlies! Come on, girls! Come on, let's be able to go on after them! After them! Go on, girls! Come on, that's it! Good girls!
That is a damn fine cup of coffee.
Many of these locations in Staverton Park were literally within 5 minutes of each other, and you could see the different locations from the top of the hill here. It was so fantastic to actually be here and be roaming in Detectorist country and experiencing the landscapes of the series and the wildlife as well. It was just amazing. Wonderful. I've got beautiful views all along the park. You can see lots and lots of the filming locations. It's just great. I can see why they chose this area for filming the Detectorists. This is one of the trees that Andy sat at when they were looking out over the excavations of Farmer Bishop's field when they suspected there was a body. And it turned out to be dog bones. Andy and Lance were looking out over the goings on from this tree here. Oh, I'm really geeking out. I love it though, it's great. All good things come to an end, and it was time to pack my bags and drive back for the 2.5 hours back to Narrowboat Avalon. But I really enjoyed this trip down to Detectorist country. So I'm back home now here on the River Nen, and my trip down to Suffolk to see the location of the Detectorists has been fantastic, because I think there's a link to the hobby, detectoring photography. So it gets you out into places like this. I'm very lucky to have this on my doorstep, and I use photography as my ways to escape and get out in the country, the same as detectorists use their hobby. So it's very, very similar. It's very, very similar, and I think that's how I can relate to it. And I must admit, I found the show during lockdown, and it was a bit of a comfort to me, along with this blackbird, which was strange, but that's another story for another time. I hope you've enjoyed looking around all the filming locations of the Detectorists with me. I've absolutely loved it. I've had a brilliant time, and I've discovered places in Suffolk that I never knew were here. So if you've enjoyed this episode and you want to see more, then don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell for when I upload brand new videos. To subscribe, it doesn't cost a penny, it's absolutely free, and you'll be supporting my little channel as well. So every little bit of help is appreciated. Take care, and until next time, I'll see you in the next one.